Hello! Wednesday afternoon at noon. It's a beautiful day. I'm so glad you guys are here. So I'm going to start with a funny story that I have to tell you. And just to begin with, if you can't hear me, then if you would put a message in the message box, I would so appreciate that. Because on Monday, my intention was to give us a taste of silent meditation. And so I recorded the whole live video on Facebook, and then I went to replay it, and there was no sound. And instead of getting upset about that, I find that to be hilarious. And that's a lot of the ways that the universe works for me sometimes, because I'll have an intention and then the universe will make it happen for me. Like a lot of times if I have a Skype session or something with one of my clients doing a hypnotherapy session and it's on Skype, and sometimes the Skype just will not connect, the internet goes out, and there is no reason for it that I can explain except that for some reason, whatever my intention to do that day wasn't going to happen. In this case, my intention to have a silent meditation happened. So if you watched it, you got 10 minutes or 7 minutes of watching me, but you didn't get any sound. It was silent. So today, though, I am going to try to do what I didn't do on Monday. And that is talk to you guys about silence in meditation. And does meditation scare you? There's a lot of things that people say about meditation and it scares them, and they just can't, like, for instance, I can't quiet my mind, or I can't sit still that long, or I don't have time. So I'm going to address each of those issues over the next several days, and today the issue that I'm going to address is I can't quiet my mind. So, you're told to sit down and meditate, and that, to be quiet and not let those thoughts in your mind. Well, who can really do that? It's really hard. And so there's some tricks that we use. The main one is not to make a problem of it. If it happens, let it happen, acknowledge it, and then move on. And one way to acknowledge your thoughts coming into your mind while you're meditating is that sometimes I imagine that I put them into mason jars, and I put the jars on the shelf. So at the end of the meditation, I have all of my thoughts neatly arranged in mason jars on a beautiful shelf, and I can then take them down one at a time as I need them, as I want to explore those thoughts further. Or I'm sometimes standing in the middle of a river, and to stand in the middle of the river, you have to be really grounded. You have to be really solid, and standing there and just letting the water flow by you and all around you. And each of your thoughts, as they come into your mind, you can put those onto a leaf, and the leaf just gently floats down the river. People use clouds sometimes. Just imagine their thoughts like those, like thought bubbles. Well, I'm just going to put that thought up there, and I'm going to let it go for a while. I'm just going to acknowledge it, not make a problem of it, and move on, because another thought's going to come on, and in those gaps between the thoughts, there's some real magic that can happen. So let's practice that for a minute. Let's see. So again, just take in a nice deep breath. Breathe in and out of the area around your heart. Switch it around. Breathe in and out of the area around your heart. Think of something that you are grateful for. I hope that today I'm grateful for sound. But either way, it's okay. All right, and so today for the meditation, I am going to give you a solid 2 minutes of silence. And as your guide, you don't have to worry about how long that is. So after 2 minutes of silence, I am just going to gently bring us back. So in the meantime, just enjoy the blissfulness of silence. Okay, just take in another nice deep breath, becoming aware of your surroundings again, being aware of the noises that are happening around you. And that's it. So the great thing when you really get into meditation is that you can do that for much longer periods of time, and the connection and the bliss and the serenity that is available to you in meditation is just uncomparable to anything else that you can do. If you're interested in meditation, developing your meditation practice, you can private message me on Facebook. Again, I'm Leanne. I'm a hypnotherapist, Art of Evolved Living, and thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks.